Today we're going to talk about the gentrification of Milwaukee, the history of the gentrification. It's important to know how Milwaukee got gentrified in order to understand the impact of it. Let's start off by stating what is gentrification, and that is the removal of one group of people for economic reasons by another group of people. The term was actually coined by a lady named Ruth Glass in London. She used that term when she was asked to do a study on people in London, and the term stuck as gentrification. The tools that use gentrification are service reductions, healthcare reductions, lack of crime protection, decay, the rent gap theory where it doesn't make sense to rent it out anymore, restrictive covenants where in a deed it could say who you can and who you cannot rent or sell your property to, although they're not being used in today's market. If you look at your house deed, you might find an old covenant that's not legal anymore. There's urban renewal that creates food deserts, police deserts. There's eminent domain where the government just comes and gives you what they call fair price for your property. And there's redlining, which some people argue is still being used today. Of course, development, zoning, and tax abatements are a huge tool as we gentrify. White flight happened, slum clearance. Milwaukee was founded in 1846. It was heavily a German place. A lot of people from Germany came to Milwaukee. Later the Irish, the Polish, and the Jews from Western Europe came. The population of Milwaukee was, in 1846, about 10,000. In 1860, it went to 50,000. And it was the top city in the United States. It was one of the largest shippers of wheat on the planet. And the Industrial Revolution, when it came to Milwaukee, brought iron and steel production and plenty of jobs. Breweries, all types of wheat production places came in Milwaukee. And it attracted immigrants with the manufacturing of steam engines and mining equipment, meat packing. Milwaukee became the place to go. In 1910, there were about 1,000 Afro-Americans in Milwaukee. By 1970, it was 150,000. There were two great migrations for blacks, one that occurred in the early part of the 20th century, and the second that occurred right after World War II. Most cities in the North had a great migration of black people coming to the city at that time. Some of the jobs that were offered was Fromming Brothers and Alice Commerce, which were jobs to support the World War effort. In 1956 came the National Highway Act, which destroyed Bronzeville, which was a flourishing black community. I-794 project was planned, and 24 acres of downtown area was available. In the 1970s, there was just a general decline in the cities, and Milwaukee felt that Walker's Point, an upscale housing area, became as like Bayview, places that were desired to be gentrified. In the case of Milwaukee, there were actually 3 towns that withdrew or seceded from Milwaukee and incorporated themselves. They were Glendale, St. Francis, and Hales Corner. In Milwaukee, they have something called containment zones, which I read about, which zones that contain a lot of the people who are poor and black. The gentrifying places in Milwaukee, Distillers Hill, Rivers West, Elmos Height, the 4th Ward, and Johnson Woods are certain areas that have been gentrified or in the process of it. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and please follow, and have a great day. Bye.